guys, okay, welcome back to the channel guys, welcome back to another episode of car reviews. Today's episode, as you can see, we have a very beautiful BMW 3 Series. Yeah, and for today's episode, we'll be showing you more about this car, the interior and the exterior as well. Right, so stay tuned. And before we start guys, we appreciate if you guys like and subscribe, because we will have a lot of videos like this coming up on car reviews, car DIYs, and stuff like that. So if you're a car guy, this is the perfect channel for you. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to show you a bit about this car. Alright, so let's go. BMW 316i. This is a 1.6 liter engine with 134 horsepower, and I would say this is actually very enough for our Singapore roads. And the good thing is, for 1.6 liter, right, you are paying a much lower road tax compared to bigger cars, with bigger engines, and some of them their power is actually more or less the same. Right, so telling you a bit more about the 3 Series, this car is about 4.6 meters long. So it is not really a very small and compact car. This car actually has quite a lot of space in the front and in the rear seats as well. And later on we'll show you a bit more for the interior, and I can tell you the interior is beautiful because it has a very nice color scheme which I like a lot. And I'm thinking of adding it into my car, but the thing is, I've been thinking about the cost and all this, but anyway, today's episode is about this car. We'll show you more about it. Right, so let me show you the engine. Right, so this is the N13 engine, with 134 horsepower, and that's the turbocharger. And it is a very compact engine, because it doesn't take up so much of the space. It's an inline 4. And I would say it is it makes very decent power. And the thing about BMWs is it is quite easy to work with, because I have a DIY playlist. You guys can check it out, where I always work on the car and all this. And these cars are generally quite reliable, I would say, despite all the wrong, the misinformation about these cars, right? Actually, these are actually quite okay and quite easy to work with. And over here, right, let me show you the rim. These cars come with very small rims from stock, right? As you can see, the previous owner of this car, right, actually changed it to a 19-inch wheel, and it looks much better. Right, so over here on the rear, right, as you can see, it has a very nice tail light. And when I first started driving the F10, right, I always I thought this car is an F10 because it looks so much like the F10, but the F30 is just like a younger brother of the F10. And I would say the styling looks amazing and timeless, because a lot of people actually argue, this might be one of the best looking 3 Series ever in its lineup. Alright, so right now I'm in the interior of the car. I'm at the back seats, right? So just now I was telling you about the interior car, right? So this color is one of the best colors of the leather, that you can find, which is the red. I believe they are called the Sakir orange or something like that, the red. I will call it the red because it looks red. So this is one of the best colors, because it is so racy, red seats and all this. And back in the 90s, all these bucket seats, right, are all red in color. So this red leather, right, actually, it makes it look so much sportier, right? So the comfort in the rear seats, guys, as you can see, I still have a bit of space, and the whole overall space over here, right, is quite big, right? And I think you can easily fit 3 adults here without any problem. I think it should be fine. And for the center seat, right, I mean, you'll be sitting slightly taller a bit, because of the transmission tunnel, because most BMWs, if not all, are rear-wheel drive, except the X-Drive models. Yep, so most of them they're rear-wheel drive, so they'll have a big transmission tunnel in the middle, okay, but this one is still quite okay. I would say, I mean, the size and all this is still quite decent, and you know, although it's one of the smaller 3 Series like what I said earlier, it is still quite spacious, surprisingly quite spacious. Yeah, so for the leg room, guys, this is my position, okay, if I'm driving the car. Yeah, so you still have ample space. Yeah, a few feet. Yeah, and if you want to cross your leg, I believe you still can do it. Okay, yeah, and it's quite decent space over here. You still have a small pocket over here, and you have your own AC. I remember my first 2 cars, right, who are Japanese cars, okay, and slightly older, they don't have this, so I have to use the air condition, you know, in the front. I have to turn it up, okay, and blow it over here for my passengers. Yeah, and this is quite a basic BMW, and it has this in the rear as well. It has rear speakers too. My 5 Series doesn't have the speakers in the rear door. The 3 Series have this one. Wow. And for your information, this F30, right, they are made, okay, they are produced in 2011 all the way to 2019, which is still very new. Yeah, in terms of design and everything else. Last but not least, on the rear seats, you even have cup holders too. Yeah. Quite luxurious for even such a small 3 Series. This car also comes with the knock-down seats, and this is how you knock down. This is for the ski pass-through. Yeah, but the thing is, Singapore we don't have skis, and you know, maybe you can use some for some fishing rods and, you know, billet cue. I don't know, I'm just scrapping over here, you know, like stuff like that. Yeah, and you can knock down the rear seats for this one as well. Let me show you the boot. Boot size is quite decent. Yeah, it actually has a netting for you to put some stuff in here. Okay, and at the same time, you also have, you know, your manual and all this. Yeah, place where you can put your tools and stuff. And this is the emergency kit, emergency bag. Very usable space. And if you need more space, right, you can actually knock down the rear seats by pulling on this. Yeah, this will unlock the seats, okay, and you just proceed over to this side, and you can actually fold it down, just like this. Alright, so right now, okay, after showing you the rear seats, okay, let me show you the front of the car. Right, as you can see, the front is really very BMW. Yeah, it looks the same, okay, from my 5 Series as well. Okay, only slightly smaller. Yeah, and a bit more compact. Okay, but the thing is, you still have ample space. Yeah, it's not like it's a very cramped car. You know, it's still quite luxurious and big. Okay, and the materials used, right? Okay, for BMWs, those materials are usually very good. Yeah, and all this soft patch material, yeah, it's actually very good. Yeah, and at the same time, okay, the infotainment system over here is also straightforward. As you know, the newer models actually come with all the touch screens and all this, right? Okay, of a lot of cars nowadays, and all these buttons, right, are still one of the better ones. Yeah, and for those of you, okay, a bonus for those of you, okay, you should know the button is for, you know, stuff, right? And if you are unsure of which button is what, right, just put your finger over the button, don't press. You can see over here, yeah, it will show you which one is it and all this. Yeah, so let's say USB. Okay, let me press number 4. Yeah, that's USB. So these are some of the quirks and features, okay, of the car. Yeah, so right now we're going to show you how the car drives, because that's the most important part, okay, of this whole review. How does it drive? Okay, does it drive good? Does it drive great? Or does it drive like crap? Yeah, so we're going to show you how it works. Yeah, so we will not be turning on the radio because of copyright. Yeah, so we'll be showing you a bit about the drive. Right, so let's go. Alright, so after driving the car for a few minutes, okay, the first thing you will realize is, okay, the steering is very light, yeah, which is good because you know you can swerve here and there, yeah, and it has decent power like when you need it, right? Because it is a turbocharged engine, so when you put it down, the car moves, yeah, so which is good. And the thing is, I'm still in comfort mode still. Yeah, so this is not the sports mode and all this. So you won't get the crazy accelerations and all this. Yeah, but the thing is, so far so good. Yeah, and the thing about BMW is, you know, they always design all their stuff, right, more or less the same. So if you are upgrading or downgrading from another BMW, right, you'll feel very, very easy to adapt. Yeah, because this car, I mean, all the materials, all the buttons and switches, everything is, you know, more or less the same as all the BMWs, and you get so much more familiar. Yeah, and the thing about German cars is, you know, the performance and the quality and all this is actually very, very good. Yeah, so I'm going to go on a straight. Yeah, let me go to sports, and Sport Plus. For a car this size, right, and its weight and everything, yeah, this car moves. Yeah, and for those of you who are in Singapore, right, you should know road tax and all this it is a very sensitive topic there. And you know, these cars with their 1.6 liter engine, right, it's actually very, I would say, very easy to drive. And for Sport Plus, the reaction of the throttle, right, the accelerator. There's also normal sport, comfort, and Eco Pro. Yeah, Eco Pro, right, actually uses, you know, super low fuel. Yeah, but the thing is, the throttle response and everything else will be delayed. Yeah, you won't have instant, you know, like acceleration and stuff and all that. It actually works the other way as a sports setting. Yeah, so it actually delays the power and all this, so that it actually uses lesser fuel, which is more environmental friendly. Yeah, BMW, environmental friendly. So for those of you who are interested in this car, guys, the good news is this very car is for sale. Alright, so check out the link down below. Okay, we actually received quite a lot of responses, okay, over the weekend, okay, for the previous car, okay, that we actually put online. For those of you who have missed the video, check out the link on top over here. Yeah, so for those of you who are interested in this car, I'm going to say it again. Okay, there are links in the description. Just click on the link and WhatsApp the guy who is selling the car. Yeah, so let them know. Alright, I am a YouTube subscriber of NetNet Club. Yeah, tell them you are a subscriber, and you will not get the price indicated in the ad. You know, you will not get the sticker price, they call it. Yeah, you will get a price lower than that, and it'll be a price you like. Okay, because this car is going for sale, and you know, a car of this age and condition, right, this car will be gone in no time. Yeah, and check out the interior and the exterior of the car. It's a beautiful car. Yeah, so you know, grab it while it lasts. Yeah, because these cars like this, right, who are so nice and beautiful, usually they won't stay for long. Right, so guys, I'm going to end the video here. Okay, I'm going off now. I'm going to end the video over here. Guys, I hope you guys like and subscribe, and drop down a comment down below. Drop down a comment on what car you want to see on the review next. Yeah, because I know, okay, a lot of you guys are aiming for a certain car, this car, that car, you know, a German car, a Japanese car, an Italian car. You know, just drop it down in the comments down below. If it's possible, I will do the review for you. Alright, so guys, stay safe, stay healthy, happy driving. I need to concentrate on the road. Bye.